Good morning, girls. Hope everyone is well and safe at home. Girls, last time we had discussed the social reforms introduced by the British government, and today we will start. We will start with the communication development during the British time period. The British government developed following communication system during its rule. The first one is postage and telecom, and the second one is railways and roads. The postage, the stuff regarding the postage will be from line number 1 to line number 5, and then we will talk about the telegraph system. The first point regarding the postage is that the postage department was organized on modern lines as the British government was in need of efficient postage system to send orders throughout the country. Because before it we talked about the whole time period in which the messengers, they were specially doing their job to send the message throughout the subcontinent. But at that very time, the British government, they were in need to organize this postage department on the modern lines, so it could be an efficient postage system by which they could send the orders throughout the country. Second step taken by them was that new post offices were opened and trained people were appointed. So special buildings, they were made for the name of post offices, and the people who were appointed there, they were trained on how to organize whole of the system of the postal department. In 1887, General Post Office GPO was established in Lahore. You can see the picture of General Post Office Lahore in the book also. Then the next one, a close coordination was developed among the different departments for the success of this system. So definitely, if we are going to make some effort to make some new department, so it could not do its job independently. There needs some coordination among the different departments to make it successful. Now the next one is telegraphy system. The British government also improved the telegraphy system apart from the post office. And what could be the what results were faced by the people at that very time? The first one, the British government had established the communication system for its own benefit. However, the people of the subcontinent also got benefited from it. Clear? Basically, the British government, whatsoever they have done in the subcontinent, it was for their own well-being, but the local people also benefited from it. Secondly, the increased interaction and exchange among the people resulted in trade development, and once they were doing their job on the postal department and on the telegraphy, so side by side, when the people, they were interacted with each other, they exchanged their views. This result in the development of trade over there. The postal and telecom system had positive effects on the people. Definitely, they got relaxed that their messages were sending on the appropriate way. Their letters reached the places where they wanted to do, and with the you can say with much improved span of time. Now come to the railways and roads. Means of communication are very important for the economic development and stability of a country. Now we will talk about railways in this paragraph. During the British time period, railway was the fastest means of communication. Therefore, railway lines were spread all over the subcontinent. Now, girls, whatsoever the railway lines you observe in Pakistan from Peshawar to Khyber, from Peshawar to Karachi, these were basically the railway lines which were laid by the British government. Secondly, the railway stations were established in important cities and towns. In all the big cities and towns of Indo-Pak subcontinent, railway stations, they were established. Then railway gates were constructed on railway crossing to facilitate the citizens. So these railway gates were basically constructed in the areas where there is a population and people, they had to stop to give the way to the train. And the second one, the British government arranged the timetable of the railways. If you visit if you go to a railway station or if you travel by the trains, you see there is a timetable of each and every train, that this is the arrival time, this is the departure time. So it could facilitate the passengers to make the selection of their timings. Next one is they introduce the ticketing system, and the ticketing system was also introduced by the British government, in which the passengers, they must have the ticket before starting their journey. Through these steps, the confidence of the people increased in railway, and they preferred to travel through train as they thought it safe. Clear? Now come to the roads. The British government improved the existing roads, and what did they do? They constructed new roads throughout the subcontinent. Secondly, they also constructed bridges over canals and rivers on the ways of the roads. And thirdly, they developed bus stands and trained the staff to facilitate the passengers. Now, what were the results out of it? The steps taken by the government made the journey easier and faster, and some historians say that the British did it for themselves, but the common man also got benefited from these steps. So you have seen it before that basically the British government, they had done it for their own ease, but the common people, the local people, they were also benefited, they were also facilitated by using their steps taken to improve the means of communication. Now girls, this is the topic which we have done. It is related to long question number 4. Which steps for reform of communication system of India taken by the British government? Communication system. So you will have its answer on page number 7, and it will start from here. The British government developed, and then it will end on the next page. Here it will end. Now girls, keep in mind the headings, the points which I have made in the question. You have to follow the same instructions and write the notes in the same ways. Thank you girls, and take care. Allah Hafiz.